Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought
I say,
oh, excuse me.
excuse me.
Excuse me. Alright, so today mamas.
Today.
So hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Alright, stop. Okay, come on. Alright. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. They're mocking me. So today I wanted to share my experience and some tips that I learned on helping me to wean my daughter. Now she is by no way weaned. I attempted to wean her for a week and it didn't even go a full week. This little girl got back on me, and I'll tell you what she did to get back on me. But I wanted to wean her closer to 2 years old and then try to have her off, not that long after she turned 2. But the reason I decided to start now is that this little girl has been, mamas, can you please stop? This little girl has been on me at night, waking up like a newborn 4, 5, 6 times, draining the life out of me. I'm like, I cannot do this anymore. And I know I am not alone. If you have a toddler that is over 1, closer to 2, then you know what I'm talking about. And if you do, leave your struggles down below, because I'm just like, there's no way she's supposed to be waking up like this. Like, you slept more when you were a newborn, an infant, than you do now. Like, I don't know why she's going backwards, but I'm just like, I need to get her off of me. And so I was on my way from Target. She had breakfast. I made sure I fed her before I left. So she had breakfast. She eats. So that's one thing I didn't mention. She does eat. She gets breakfast, she gets lunch, and she gets dinner. And then a snack in between whenever she wants to snack on anything. But she eats, okay? Now, not necessarily she eats all her food all the time. If you have a toddler, sometimes they want to eat things, sometimes they just don't. But she had her breakfast. She had some milk that morning from me. And then, we went about our business, did our thing. But we were out, so I'm like, I can't breastfeed you right now while we're out. And then we were on the way home, and I'm like, okay, Araya, you'll get your milk when we get home. This girl screamed, because it was about like a 20-25 minute ride home, and this girl screamed the entire ride home. I had my sisters on the phone trying to calm her down. They were calming her down a little bit, but every time I spoke, I guess she was mad at me because she didn't get her milk. She would scream more and more. So I'm just like, you know what, I have to try to wean her, because if she's acting like this now, it's only going to get worse. That's what I'm thinking. So at first I wanted to nighttime wean her, but when she did that during the day, I said, let me try to daytime wean her first, and then I'll attempt to do nighttime weaning. So what I wanted to do for daytime weaning is to literally cold turkey her. No breast at all. During the day, she can get milk pumped. Like, I will pump some milk for her. She get milk in her cup, but I wasn't going to give her any boob throughout the day. So that was the plan, and it worked for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It worked for 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, so 3 days. Stop, mamas. No booby. Sorry. Go booby. Let mommy finish, okay? Do you want to show them your cupcake? Okay, let mommy finish. So it worked for 3 days before she got back on me, and... Okay. Okay, can mommy finish? Thank you. So the very first day, it was Saturday, is when I decided to wean her. That night I pumped milk and I gave it to her in a cup. She went to sleep with that milk in the cup. She drank all the milk out of it. She watched her bedtime stories and she went to sleep. So I'm like, piece of cake, I got this. Like, she'll be weaned off me during the day in a week and I'll be straight. Boy, was I wrong. Okay, when I tell you I was wrong, I was wrong. Day 2, well, the very first full day of me weaning her during the day, it was actually pretty good. She fussed a little bit. I distracted her. I think that's very important. Distract your child. When they want it, distract them. Play with them. Put on their favorite, show or something. Just distract them from wanting your milk. or your breast, and I'm telling you that works 100% until it doesn't work. And that's how it was for me. So like the first day I was able to distract her. She didn't, you know, get on me at all that first day. So I'm like, yeah, boom, I got this. Except for when she got tired. So the very first day that she got tired, she normally breastfeeds and goes to sleep whenever she takes a nap. So when she got fussy like that, I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? So I'm like, stroller. Let's put her in a stroller. So I'm like, you want to get in your stroller? She's like, oh yeah, stroller. So she got her stroller, and I just back and forth around the house, and she ended up falling asleep. Probably took about 10 minutes or so, and she fell asleep. So I'm like, boom. But I'm like, I don't want to do that every day. Putting her in a stroller, because, you know, pretty much you're going to be replacing one habit with another. So I'm like, riding her around the house in a stroller is not going to be something I could do, especially when I'm working. So I'm like, all right, that worked for day 1. Day 2 came, same thing. It was pretty easy. She, you know, she had her milk in her cup. She would drink it if she wanted it. When she didn't want it, I knew that she didn't really want the milk, but she wanted to soothe herself with my breast, and she wanted to use my breast as a pacifier. So when she didn't want the milk in her cup, she would try to get booby, and again, I would distract her. Distraction worked maybe 4 or 5 times until it didn't work. And again, when she wanted to go to sleep, I had to figure out another method, because I'm like, I'm working now, and I can't push her around the house in a stroller because I have work. So I'm like, what can I do? What can I do? And I was like, you know what worked on her when she was an infant? The carrier. I said, let me put her in her carrier. I know she's big, but I'm like, it's a wrap carrier, so be closer to me. So it did hurt my back a little bit because she is heavy. But when I tied it a certain way, made sure it was off my shoulders, it was a little bit more easier for me to carry her, because it wasn't putting a lot of strain on my back. Mama, stop. So I put her in the carrier. She went to sleep probably within 2 minutes. So I'm like, okay, let's go. Come on, let's go potty. I put her in the wrap, and she went to sleep like that. So I was like, you know what? It's either put her in there or continue to give her the boob during the day, and that's going to defeat the purpose of me trying to wean her. So I said, you know what? When she gets restless, I'll just have to use that as a way for her to go to sleep versus her using me to go to sleep, you know, using my breast to go to sleep, because that's what she normally does. So I replaced that, and it was working fine until Wednesday this week, when I had to be on Zoom for my job. I had to do like this training, like this class thing. I had to do that. It was like some type of class that my manager wanted me to take, so I had to be in that class, and it required, like, I had to have my camera on and I had to talk. And this girl decided to show her behind when I turned that camera on. She normally does it when I turn the camera on, when I do like my morning meetings on Tuesdays. If I turn my camera on, normally I keep it off, but if I turn my camera on, she's all up in the camera, all, you know. So I'm like, I normally keep it off during those meetings, but I had to have my camera on in this one, and I had to talk, and she decided to show her behind. When I tell you, she knew what she was doing. She knew she wasn't supposed to be getting milk, but she knew that she could scream and cry, and that I either had to give it to her. Pretty much I just had to give it to her, because she was not stopping. So she ended up getting milk, my boob, that day, and that pretty much threw a wrench in the whole breastfeeding, weaning attempt. But some things that I did learn, you know, this week is that if you're trying to wean your child, definitely distract them. I tried to distract her as many times as possible. Whenever she wanted milk, I say, oh, come on, let's go play with this. So distracting them is one way to get them to not, you know, focus on trying to feed, especially if you have milk for them in a cup and they don't want to take the milk. 9 times out of 10, they just want your breast as a soothing mechanism. So if you distract them from, you know, wanting it, one second, mamas. If you distract them from wanting it, then that's a way to, like, to keep their mind off of it, and then eventually, I guess, over time, they will realize that they don't need it. But for me, I didn't make it that long. But that was one tip that I definitely learned during that week. Second tip is just replace something that soothes them. So whether that as you carrying them, patting them on their back, rubbing their feet, their head, something that soothes them that they used to do when they were like infants, that helps made them go to sleep. Mama, stop. That helped to make them go to sleep. Definitely tried that. For me, it was putting her in her carrier and having her, you know, close to my heart. I guess she likes hearing my heartbeat or whatever. That used to make her go to sleep. It works still now, so that's something that I will use again. We had a little setback because right now she has been breastfeeding, so I'm going to try to start this over again. I think I'm gonna go about it in a little different way. So pretty much this time when I try to wean her off during the day, tomorrow I'm going to try to write down how many times she gets on me, so I can see how many times throughout the day and the night that she is feeding. Like how many times, not even feeding, just wanting to be on my breast, because sometimes she's not even drinking anything. She's just trying to use me as a pacifier to either go to sleep or just to soothe herself. So I'm going to try to write down how many times she does that, and then I'm going to decrease it each day. So if she's on me throughout the day 5 times, I'm going to try to take, you know, 1 or 2 feedings away and only allow her to be on me 3 times for like a week, and then, you know, take that down to 2 times and then 1 to hopefully get her off of me. And then nighttime will probably be a disaster, but when I try and attempt nighttime, I will definitely let you guys know and share some tips and things with you guys. But that's pretty much it for this video, guys. If you have some tips, definitely share them down below. Help me out, help some new moms out as well. I know that when I looked at a few videos, I always go to the comments because people have so many great tips and strategies to use to get your kids off of them, you know, to wean your child off, especially if they're a toddler. So leave those tips down below, and that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Make sure you stay positive and always smile. I will see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye, guys.